Documented creeps. I've been a truck driver since I was 25, hauling cargo through the desolate stretches of the American night. The road, my companion, and the bizarre tales, my constant fare. I'd delivered for all sorts of outfits, making cross-state treks, weaving through the dark arteries of the nation. But one night, a sinister tale would unfold on the moonlit desert roads of California. I had a trailer full of wooden furniture, and the journey stretched from one side of the Golden State to the other. It was going to be a long haul, and I'd started late. The sun had already dipped below the horizon, and darkness was my only ally now. These desert roads, straight as an arrow and devoid of traffic, allowed me to push the pedal harder than usual, until I saw it, a flicker of crimson in the distant abyss. The flashing rear lights of a Chevy Impala pierced through the obsidian canvas of the desert night. I slammed the brakes, my rig skidding to a halt in the empty void. I had to check. It's what they'd call being a good Samaritan. I approached the sedan cautiously, tapping on the window, expecting a weary traveler. But nothing. No response. No movement. Leaning in for a better look, I peered through the tinted glass. Empty seats stared back at me, an eerie stillness hanging in the air. I repeated the ritual for each seat, confirming my solitude. An unsettling chill danced down my spine. I surveyed the desolation that surrounded us, the pitch-black desert stretching into infinity. An inexplicable urge to be a do-gooder washed over me that night. I fetched a heavy-duty tactical flashlight from my toolbox, so bright it could burn your retinas. A beam of luminescence cut through the darkness, revealing an abandoned gas station, previously unnoticed. The filling area was a sea of dirt, no concrete in sight, and just two derelict gas pumps. Behind them, a small decaying building, probably a forgotten convenience store. I called out into the eerie silence, a faint echo accentuating my isolation. That's when I heard it, a faint scrape, like a shoe against the floor, from the far end of the room. "Hello? Anyone there?" I called out, the tremor in my voice betraying my unease. A deep, guttural whisper responded, cryptic words that sent a shiver racing down my spine. Heavy breathing emanated from one corner, a sinister rhythm that defied reason. Panic seized me, and I retreated, heart pounding, to my truck. As I stumbled back, a cacophony of strange noises filled my ears. It was as if reality itself had twisted into a nightmare. I fumbled for my phone and dialed 911, trembling as I recounted my location. But just as I began to describe the desolation, the car in front of me roared to life, speeding away into the inky blackness. My heart raced, my senses overwhelmed. I darted back into the abandoned building, 911 still on the line, a lifeline to sanity. I navigated to the back, where the voice and the breathing had originated. There, I was met with a gruesome tableau, a fresh pool of blood soaking into the floor. What horrors had unfolded here? My words spilled into the phone, my voice shaking as I relayed the horrific scene. I had stumbled into a nightmarish crime scene, but there was no body, only questions. A black Chevy Impala from the early 2000s, a man's chilling command to leave, and a woman's terrified scream as they fled the scene. The state troopers arrived, their presence a semblance of order in this desert nightmare. I gave them what little information I could, a shard of the puzzle in the dark. My lack of a dash cam was a bitter regret, but I resolved to equip one on my truck, a vow to the shadows that had claimed that forsaken gas station. It was a night I'd never forget, a spectral tale etched into the very fibers of my being, a chilling memory from the desolate highways of Stephen King's world. Thanks for joining us on this spine-tingling journey at Documented Creeps. If you crave more eerie tales, real-life encounters, and mysteries that defy explanation, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.